Hello everyone. So my wife's milling around here waiting for a nice dinner drink. Lately she's discovered a White Russian, and I told her, I said, let's do one up better than that yet. Back in the early 1980s, there was a drink known as a Russian Quaalude. I haven't heard about them in years, so I don't know anybody that even knows how to make them anymore. If you're not familiar with a Quaalude, I really can't swear what they are either. They were used as recreational drugs in the early 1980s. I would assume they're kind of an opioid that people used to get from their doctor for pain, and then of course they abused them. I'm not sure I would describe the drink, the Russian Quaalude, as a pain-killing drug. It's more like a fun drink. It's like drinking candy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by putting a little bit of ice in a couple of glasses, and I'm going to do two because my wife's been waiting patiently for something to drink. So I'm going to use my Lewis bag. I'll mute this so it doesn't deafen you. So I'm going to give us each a nice big block of ice and break them up. Don't want to break it up too fine, don't want it to melt too quickly. Alright, so there's one. Forgot to close the flap on at that time. Alright, so there we have some ice. And so this is basically a poured drink, and I'm going to stir it. You could shake it, that certainly mixes things together a little bit better. So I'm going to start with the strongest alcohol in it, which is vodka. I'm going to use Russian Standard. Russian Standard's a good vodka at a reasonable price. The two liquors, of all the liquors on the market that you don't want to buy extremely cheap, are vodka and gin, because the low tier of those is absolutely horrible. So something like Russian Standard is good. It's a little more on the bitey side, I guess you would say, as opposed to something a little sweeter like Ciroc or Hangar One, something that's grape based. This is a red wheat based vodka. So I'm going to start with 1.5 ounces of this in each one. And this is kind of a high alcohol drink. And amazingly, when it's done, you don't even taste the alcohol. Even in a White Russian, you kind of get a lot of the alcohol. Not in this, you really don't. Okay, I'm going to use some Kahlua. And Kahlua is a fine one. There are other alternatives that are a little bit cheaper. I find the alternatives are a little too artificial tasting, like artificial coffee flavoring. So I'm going to use 3/4 ounce of Kahlua. And this is a coffee liqueur. So it's coffee mixed with rum. So it is a rum base. Okay. So that's our coffee flavoring. The next thing is I'm going to do, this is the Angioletto by Luxardo. Sorry about that. So Luxardo, as you know, is the people that make the really amazingly good cocktail cherries. All of their products are really good. So this is basically the same thing as for Angelico, you know, in the tall, slim bottle. It's shaped like a, I don't know what she's supposed to be, maybe a housemaid or something. So it's a hazelnut liqueur from Italy. This one in particular is easily as good, and it's a fraction of the price. So hazelnut liqueur, and again, 3/4 ounce. And then finally, I'm going to use some Irish cream. Now, I'm using St. Brendan's. Again, there are a lot of different brands. The most popular is, gosh, I don't remember what it's called because I haven't used it in so long. But it's extremely expensive. This is better than any of the other ones on the market, and it's much cheaper than the name brand, the big popular brand. So I'm going to use 3/4 ounce of this. So this is a chocolate cream. So it actually has real cream in the bottle. Once you open this, you need to refrigerate it. So it's a chocolate cream liqueur, and the base of this one is Irish whiskey. So as you can see, it's creamy looking. And I'm going to use, again, 3/4 of an ounce. And then finally, to sweeten it up and make it good and creamy, I'm going to use some whipping cream. And I'm going to put 2 ounces of whipping cream in each one of these. And there you go. And I'm going to give them a stir. Again, you can give them a shake instead of a stir. It certainly mixes things in better when you shake them. And there you go. So that is a Russian Quaalude. So it's sweet cream with flavors of coffee, hazelnut, and chocolate, and just little hints of vodka and Irish whiskey and rum in the background. Absolutely fantastic. Doesn't really taste alcoholic. It's just like drinking candy out of a glass. So give us one to try at home. It's not overly expensive as it would seem. And most of these ingredients can be used in other cocktails as well. So it's not like you would be buying anything specifically for this cocktail. This is great stuff. I hope you try it sometime. Thanks for watching.